Hey y'all, what's going on? How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Reckless Bureau. Let's get straight into some things real quick. How y'all doing today? Alrighty, so you guys already know what we're here to talk about. We're gonna be talking about Cardi B and Bia. No, I got stuff cutting off over here. What's going on? What's going on? Come on. We're gonna figure this out. Come on. There we go. But we're here to talk about Cardi B and Bia. I'm over here having technical difficulties. But the girls are fighting. Okay? The girls are fighting. Now, I will say this. I'm not too sure exactly how this beef started, but I do have a clue. I do have a hypothesis. But we're gonna get into some things. Now, to my knowledge, Bia and Cardi B. Now, for those who do not know, Cardi B is a global superstar. Um, her come up came from Love and Hip Hop, Instagram. Her hit song "Bodak Yellow" really put her on the map. Now, Bia, however, she started out. She's also a female rapper as well. But in addition to her being a female rapper, I would say she really got a lot of traction from her a popular song that she did. It was called "A Whole Lot of Money." It gained a lot of traction for her, and as a result, she ended up having collabs with Nicki Minaj, and I'm pretty sure she had a lot of she gained a lot of clout from that. Now, like I was saying earlier, I'm not really sure how this beef exactly started, but what I will say is that initially Cardi B and Bia both were on good terms, at least on public platforms. They were showing each other love. Bia was congratulating Cardi for her achievements and really talking real extremely positive of Cardi B. And I also seen tweets of Cardi B also showing love to Bia as well. So, but later on down the line, like I said, Bia did have a hit song, Whole Lot of Money. Now, with that being a hit song, it gained a lot of traction. As a result, she ended up having a collab with Nicki Minaj. Ever since that collab, Nicki Minaj and Bia both went live on Instagram and they talked about their experience of them being in the studio, writing the verses, the little nuggets and gems that Nicki Minaj gave to Bia. And so as time had went by, there seemed to have been a shift of energy in terms of Bia and the way that she engaged, reacted, and spoke about Cardi B. Because one of the key signs that people noticed in terms of the way that Bia's energy shifted was that there were deleted tweets. Now, I did a little digging because the girls are fighting. Y'all make sure you guys like this video. Y'all make sure you guys share this video out. Let me get to it real quick. So I did do some digging. Now, these are the tweets initially that when I said earlier that Bia and Cardi were both on good terms on social platforms. Now, one Barty Gang fan page has said Bia is the new girl inspired by Cardi. So Bia responded and she said, if you're not inspired, you're not paying attention. You can at least be a fan of someone's work ethic, growth, and contributions. And I've been writing for 10 years. What she's accomplished is not easy. Of course, referring to Cardi B. There's another one where Bia apparently tweeted, says, I want to do some Spanish rap-ish with Barty. We would eat. Now, also in this screenshot, it says down below, this tweet has been deleted. So I see another screenshot. Another screenshot says, I respect ish starters, not no ish typers. So she was kind of like showing love. Now, another screenshot that I have here that I actually came across was Bia congratulating Cardi B. It says, congrats to I am Cardi B breaking barriers to for the girls. Fire emoji. Now, Cardi B responded. She says, thank you. Love to see your work. Keep killing them. Now, here's the thing. Now, Cardi B knows she needs to work on her texting, typing, etc. Because a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this screenshot, I really had to figure out what she was trying to say because she did not proofread this bad boy at all. Girl, I was over here like, is she over here speaking? Is she mixing Spanish with something else? But then my mind had to work for me. But however, let's continue. And Bia responded with, "Means a lot, Barty. Thank you." Now, when those tweets were deleted, this is where the speculation surrounding the tension between Cardi B and Bia came into effect. Because as everybody knows, and if you are not aware, that really means you're probably either not really on social media. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj do not get along. There has been a long rumor history of apparently whenever you are in cahoots, in alignment, collab with Nicki Minaj, you must be quote unquote Nicki Minaj. As in, you cannot hang with the ops, you cannot collab with the ops, you must be all team her. And as a result, the stigma or the label that people who collab with Nicki Minaj they typically get is lapdog, follower, minion. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When Bia started to delete those tweets, she really didn't. She didn't defend herself against those quote unquote minion lapdog allegations. She kind of just walked into it. She ran into those allegations and she really embraced those allegations, whether she wants to admit it or not. Because if you like Cardi B, then like Cardi B. If you like, I'm over here touching the wrong thing. If you like Nicki Minaj, then like Nicki Minaj. You can like both. But as time has shown us is that whenever you align yourself with Nicki Minaj, you must be team her and only her. So it does make sense. Now, I also did some more digging because as a result, there was, let me see, can I find it? Let me see. So as time went by between Cardi B and Bia, things really started to brew between the two. So there's another screenshot that I also came across where Bia started to be real shady with Cardi B. And she was basically making claims saying that Cardi B is taking her style, copying her. So a fan page also put up and said, and now this screenshot was caught by the Neighborhood Talk. And it says here, and this is a Nicki Minaj's fan page. It says, but Bia is definitely on Cardi's mood board a lot. And Bia responded with some type of emojis kind of confirming like, yes, I do agree with this message. I approve this message as if I'm the president. Now, there's also been a thing where Bia let it be known that she felt like Cardi B was copying her because there was two things. There was a Missy Elliott sample that Cardi B sampled from. Another thing to that is because from what I was gathering from when I was looking through the files digitally, what I was gathering was that Bia was not talking about the Missy Elliott sample. What Bia was referring to, she was referring to a specific beat that Cardi B did for her Like What freestyle. So if you're not aware, the Like What freestyle is a freestyle that she put out or whatever. But towards the end of that freestyle, there was a little clip, and what people didn't know, for us, the viewers, didn't know at the time, there was a small snippet of Enough, the other song that she put out, and it says stay tuned. And so that beat of the snippet, they're similar. So that's one of the things that really started to happen between the two. So Cardi B responded and she put up a tweet and she says, bees make a fool of themselves every single time. I'm gonna show y'all something when I release this song though. So now it makes sense, because initially when Cardi B was on Instagram Live and she was showing when she made the song and stuff, at first I didn't understand it, but Cardi B went live and she actually went to her computer and actually showed the audience, the viewers, that she made this song a long time ago, way before Homegirl was even thought about. Let me see, baby. So yeah, so that's the whole thing when it comes down to them. Now we're gonna segue over to both of these heifers throwing subs and throwing digs at each other. Now I will say this: I'm not the biggest fan of Bia's music, her sound, but however, Bia did do her big one in terms of her being on this remix. What the lyrics that we're about to go through. Now, Bia, she was on the Bish Duh remix. Now, that song right there, let me just pull the lyrics up for you. Bam, 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 holy clam. Now, this song right here is Dreezy, Ken the Man, and Lakia. Let me see. Now we're gonna go over her verse. I think that's gonna be perfect. Now her verse says here, I hear bishes popping ish, and that's so funny to me. How you say you running down, but you can't walk on a beat. Now here's the thing. Now, like everybody know, people always talk about Cardi B and her rapping abilities. Now it says here, I know you had an op because you don't say ish to me. Oh yes, I know I had an op because you ain't say ish to me. I'ma cop me a new GUN before I cop me a plea. That's another dig to Cardi because we all know about her in them court cases. Heard they want my low. I dropped it in Dubai. Girl, I cannot see right now. I can never turn my phone on just to cry on a live. Now, as everybody knows, Cardi B, that's another dig to Cardi B because Cardi was on live crying about Offset because he was doing her dirty, quote unquote. I hate these sneaky nagger. Pick a side. Come on, pick Nicki Minaj. Pick a side. Pick a side. If you want to get up with me, tell that bitch that we're outside, girl. So as you guys can obviously tell, they have been throwing. Well, she was obviously throwing jabs at Cardi B. Now, as a result, let me do this. Now, this remix here is the song that was by Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, and as a result of being on making this a remix, they put Cardi B on the remix. Now Cardi B responded, and I'm not gonna lie, her verse ate. Now I'm not gonna go through the whole verse because she's just talking her ish, but towards the end, this is where everybody is speculating. Well, I'm not gonna say speculating. We know that she was talking about Bia and actually responding. Now she says here, guess I'm a teacher since you wanna sub me. She did what? Had no idea. Thought she was on the shelf IKEA. Hope she talk like that when I see her. Bish, please don't nobody wanna Bia. Come on, Bia. Come on, dropping her name. But also the wordplay. Cheap. Now here's the thing too. She also let it be known that Heifer, you look cheap as hell. Heifer, you look weak as hell. She let it be known that girl, you over here giving great value. You're not giving the exquisite taste. She let it be known that girl, you not tough. And she let it be known that girl, I noticed that you deleted those tweets because you was showing me love in the beginning, but now all of a sudden you're not showing me love at all. So let me just turn my screen back real quick. Bam. So at first, I felt like Bia did not have a legitimate reason to be coming after Cardi B. I'm gonna say a legitimate reason. And with her, the way that she's operated, the way that she's moving, she's really, really running into these lapdog or minion allegations, what people call her, saying that you're a minion for Nicki Minaj. And ever since that Nicki Minaj remix collab, all of a sudden you done completely switched up on Cardi B because a lot of people, and I will say, I believe it's safe to say that Cardi B did not start anything with Bia. Bia started everything with Cardi B. And it's just so odd how everything started once you got that collaboration with Nicki Minaj. But as I continue, so now as some time had went on, recently Cardi B did an IG live. Now, with the IG live, essentially what she did was address all the BS that were going on, and also Bia also put a tweet out because once Cardi B actually did her Wannabe remix, which I loved her verse, Bia tweeted, she said, bees is whack. Bees is trash. I should hang bees right over my knee the way I be putting the belt to they ass. And so Cardi B ended up going live. And so essentially, when I watched the whole live, Cardi B talked about she ain't copying nobody. She's not interested in Bia. Bia doesn't have anything that she wants. She says that Bia has done a lot of things behind the scenes, like spreading lies. That's the reason why she decided to come forth and talk to Bia. I mean, actually sub Bia publicly, because she also let it be known and also exposed that she actually went behind the scenes to go talk to Bia and talk to her over the phone. And now Cardi B also said that she recorded that conversation only because she's been in the industry for so long, to the point that she realizes and she knows that you just never know with people. People say a lot of things behind the scenes, but then when it comes down to their public image, it comes to the when things may come to the forefront, like a conversation or certain questions, as in, how do you feel about Cardi B? People like to switch up to save face. So she recorded the conversation. Also on the live, she said that Bia is jealous because it makes no sense to why she would try to come up with lies and really try to, quote unquote, hurt her household. Now, here's the thing, too, that I thought was very interesting, is that sometime back, a lot of people, the general public, us, what I know is the asses, we were trying to figure out whether or not Cardi B and Offset was back together. But I clocked the T where Cardi B indirectly or kind of directly said that they are still together or they still deal with each other on that type of level. So I clocked that T. But yes, another thing that she did mention as well, and when I say she, I'm talking about Cardi B in her live, she also let it be known that if Bia says anything, like continues to lie, she's going to sue her. And she also showcased a snippet of Bia's diss record before she actually previewed that diss record. Now we're gonna get into that diss record in 2.5 seconds, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was not feeling the diss record because it was like offbeat in the beginning. And to be completely honest, I think Bia for me already starts from a disadvantage because I'm already not too much fond of her style, but at the same time, I have not done a deep dive into her music. But from what I've seen so far, she's not really my type of artist. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I will say this. In terms of Cardi B on IG, a part of me feels at some point you have to stop responding to all of these girls, because what let me know that in this specific situation is when Cardi B let it be known in her IG live, she was discussing the series of events from her POV, when she said that when she was having the conversation behind the scenes on the phone with Bia and they were talking out their issues, Cardi B said she had a revelation, and that revelation was Bia did not do this because of a misunderstanding. She did not do this because she felt some type of way. She did this for clout. She did this for views. She did this for traction. And so, with that being said, that's when I have to get to Cardi B. If you know that, if you already know the game plan, then why would you fall for the trap? If you already know what this girl is trying to do, and you already know what she's trying to give y'all, why would you fall for the trap? Now, I will say this. I do understand, because I am kind of working through that myself, of not trying to respond to certain things. But you're going to have to move past that. And I will get into that a little bit later, but let me continue. Now, let's talk about Bia in this diss record. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of the diss record, because now she was on IG Live and she did preview the diss record that she had for Cardi B. Now, here's the thing. I'm not really a big fan of it. In the beginning, it sounded, for one, it was the, I don't like the sound of her voice personally when she's on tracks. It sounds like she's congested all the time. And another thing too is that it sounded offbeat when she was rapping in the beginning. And for me, when I went to the comment section, people were saying that she ate it up. Now I'm gonna go to this comment section. I'm gonna read off some of the comments, and y'all, like, I'm trying to understand what did people hear, because apparently my ears heard something different, and I just did not know what people were talking about. I really did not know. Let me see. What was the name of that? Let me see. What's her name? Bia Diss Record. Like, I make sure I don't mess around and play it now. Let me make sure I turn my volume down. I do not need to get no copyright. There we go. So, okay, so the comment section, girl, these have to be people that just. Now, one person says, this really the year of the disses. Another person says, beef with party. Oh, Bia, you a legend. Smack that botched lady. Another person says, Cardi got bodied by a real body. Another person says, Cardi is currently consulting with her ghostwriters for a comeback diss. Stay tuned. Another person says, ate her botched task up. Another person says, one thing I do know, Cardi ain't responding with a track, just a few IG rants. Bia's pen too nice. Like, I don't like. People are obviously, at least in my opinion, people are obviously ruled by bias, because it's nothing anybody can tell me, convince me that that track was A1. Because when she first started off on the track, it was off beat, and then have the nerve to talk about her catching a beat. I was like flabbergasted. But let me continue. Another person says, Cardi, you a rapper. Why you crying on live? Go on the booth. Stop playing the victim all the time. Be up. Another person says, this is rap. But guess what? Because Cardi is a popular, y'all gonna hype her. Exposing Bia in phone calls is whack. Cardi could never keep hip hop because she needs everyone on her side to feel important. Sad. Y'all pick up for a reciter and not someone who is actually black and write her raps. Here's the thing. My thing is this. If you're going to write your raps, these raps need to be good. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was not here for the track. I was not here for it. It was just trash to me. It really was. Now, but let me continue. Now, this is what the message I'm really gonna harp really hard on in terms of Cardi and Bia. Like I said earlier, in terms of Cardi, the reason why, I will say this before I even continue, Cardi has gotten better with not responding to everything. She has made progress. However, she still has some work to do. The reason why Cardi B ends up in these type of situations where she's online fighting with somebody, debating with somebody, going back and forth with someone, is because there is some type of spiritual work that needs to be done. Now, I'm talking about on the spiritual aspect. The reason why you are experiencing the same test over and over and over and over is because you have not passed that test. You have gotten better. You went from an F to a D, F to a C, or F to whatever, but you have not gone from an F to a B or A. You've made progress, but you have not passed that test. And so until you actually pass that test, because like I said earlier, what really let me know that this was the test, of course, of all tests, is when Cardi B said out her mouth that when she realized that Bia was doing this from her POV, Bia was doing this for clout. This had nothing to do with a misunderstanding. She was trying to get into a beef with her. So Cardi is going to have to pass the test. Now, in terms of Bia, baby girl, I don't know, but I think for me, I was already not a big fan of her music from what I've already seen. Even when Whole Lot of Money came out, I was not, I wasn't one of those people that was a big fan of the song. Yeah, people talked about the bodega, but I wasn't really interested in going to a bodega or not, or I wasn't really interested. I wasn't one of those people, and even when Nicki Minaj jumped on it, I still wasn't one of those people. But when I start to see artists start to move in a certain way, it for me personally, it can really turn me off from them even more. So even if I was trying to give Bia an actual chance and really dig into her music, because I will say this, there is potential there because I literally just said in the verse, the Bish Duh remix, that verse there, I like the verse. Her voice on that track was tolerable for me personally. But what turns me off is when she gets into this lapdog minion behavior. When you were all for Cardi B before the Nicki Minaj remix, but then as soon as you get that remix collaboration, all of a sudden you flip script and then you're moving strategically. I'm not really a big fan, and that can really turn me off. Another person who's like that, Azalea Banks. Talented. I love the way she raps, but it's her behavior that turns me off and the antics that she likes to pull that really pulls me, like that makes me pull back from her. So another person I can say as well, Cupcake. I love Cupcake down. Cupcake, when it comes to rapping, is once that girl, she has talent, but the antics like that she likes to pull, it turns me off at times. And as Bia's head honcho, Nicki Minaj. At one point in time, I used to like Nicki Minaj. But then once I started to realize the way that she treated Little Kim, and then I started to pay attention to the way that she moves in the industry, then I started to pay attention to her weird obsession with underage people, always been associated with offenders. Yeah, it really turned me off. But the girls are fighting. They're over here windmilling left and right. Um, I really don't know what to say in terms of what I think the solution should be, but I'm just gonna be honest. I felt like Cardi B never should have responded, but at the same time, like Cardi B said, she said the reason why she responded is because Bia was doing some behind the scenes crap. But at the same time, Cardi, like you said, if you knew that she was trying to do things behind the scenes to get you to respond, then you fell for the bait. But at the same time, I do understand because at this point, it's you're going beyond the music. What you're doing right now is trying to mess up my household and my reputation. It's one thing if you get on a track and you talk your ish. It's something else when you go elsewhere and talk to producers and Offset's homies and stuff and trying to get my household all in the uproar. So I get, but I understand both sides, the flip side of Cardi B's POV. But that's really it, y'all. Y'all make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys thumbs up. Please, please, please thumbs up. It really does help out with YouTube's algorithm. I'm gonna have to talk to you guys later. Bye.